Hello. Today we are going to talk about the phrasal verb make up. Okay, now when we are learning phrasal verbs, it is very important to remember two things. One, phrasal verbs have many different meanings depending on the situation and the context. And number two, some phrasal verbs are separable, meaning they can be taken apart and the object can go between the two words, and some are inseparable, meaning that they cannot be taken apart. So let's look at how all of those two things work with the phrasal verb make up. Okay, let's look at example number one. So if person A says, I don't know what to write for my journal entry. Okay, so I'm thinking of something. I know I need to write something for my journal entry. I don't know what to write. Okay, and someone might say, oh, just make something up. Okay, so here in example number one, make up means to invent, to create something, and very often on the spot without thinking about it very much, just to be very creative. Okay, and so notice in this use of make up, our phrasal verb is separable. Okay, so we can put the object something between make and up, and we usually do. When phrasal verbs are separable, they usually are separated, unless there's a very, very long object. Sometimes they're not separated. Okay. Let's look at number two. I'm sorry I missed yesterday's test. Could I make it up tomorrow? Okay, so here the meaning is very different from number one. In number two, you want to do something that you missed the deadline for or missed the due date for. So you want to make it up and either do the assignment at a later time or maybe do a different assignment instead, something like that. So that is make up. And notice here, this make up is separable. Okay. And number three, finally, there's one other meaning of make up. After not talking to each other for days, the two friends finally made up. Okay. So this means if you're not getting along with someone, to use another phrasal verb, you might make up with them. I hope you make up with them in the end, which means you stop your fight, you reconcile, you make amends, you make the whole friendship better. Notice here, this make-up is not separable. And in fact, it usually does not take an object of any kind. Okay. The two friends finally made up. They stopped their fight. Okay? So those are the three uses for make up. I hope that was helpful, and click in next time.